Namaste and good afternoon, everybody. So today I am going to be talking about the water scarcity issue that is currently affecting Bhutan. Now, this is a topic, or this type of topic is something that I really haven't talked about a lot on this channel, so I hope you will enjoy. All of the sources that I've used and all the video clips and stuff that I use in this episode, in this video, are linked down below in the description. Before you continue with this video, I would like to say if you enjoy it so far, or if you enjoy it after you listen to it, please like, comment, and subscribe. That really helps me out a lot. Thank you. So first of all, I should tell you about my connection to Bhutan. So if you didn't know, my parents are Bhutanese. They were born in Bhutan. And kicked out when the king introduced the One Nation, One People policy. This policy basically said that if you did not wear the same dress as the king, didn't speak the same language as the king, didn't follow the same religion as the king, shoot, I forgot, I said speaks the same language, but they're about wear the same dress as the king. Sorry, I always forget that one. You were considered a non-citizen of Bhutan, thus meaning you were kicked out. So this caused a big issue, obviously. And my parents were among the groups that, among some of the groups that didn't really fit into that definition of what a Bhutanese citizen was. So they were kicked out, and they lived in a refugee camp for about 18 years. I was born in a refugee camp. We got resettled into the United States, Colorado specifically, moved to Ohio, and now I'm in Iowa in a strange turn of events. So yeah, those are my credentials. I spent about 18 months in a refugee camp as a baby, so I am very much qualified to talk about this issue. So water is a vital part of life. Trust me, I have been severely dehydrated before, and it is not fun. We are 70% water, don't quote me on that. If we don't have water, we die. Plain and simple. Despite that, 1 in 3 people in the world do not have access to safe drinking water, according to the United Nations Health Organization. According to the CDC, 2 billion people lack access to safe and secure drinking water. 1.2 billion people have basic drinking water services. Basic drinking water services are defined as drinking water from an improved source, providing that collection time is not more than 30 minutes for a round trip. Improved water sources include piped water, bottled water, boreholes, tube wells, protected dug wells, protected springs, and packaged or delivered water, obviously. Now that we have gone over the importance of water, let's talk about the water scarcity issue or water crisis in Bhutan. Just as a simple disclaimer, my mother tongue is in Nepali. I never really learned how to speak the language of Bhutan, the language of the king, which is Gongcha. And it's been 30 years since my parents have spoken Gongcha, so my pronunciation is not going to be the best. If you want to know the correct and best way to pronounce it, I will link videos in the description for all the Gongcha words that I use. So I originally found this topic through a BBSCL article. BBSCL is sort of a Bhutanese news source organization from what I could find. They originally started off as a radio station, but now have branched into, printed media and, published, blogs and stuff. So we're going to slowly go through the article, and then I will go through, my general consensus on the issue. So according to BBSCL, the water scarcity issue is faced by almost all the Gaons in Pema Gachel. A Gaon is a village, and Pema Gachel basically is a region in Bhutan. So when I am thirsty, I get a bottle of water from the case of water that I have in my room. Or if I don't have that case, I just walk down the hall and get a drink from the fountain. It's as simple as that. I have clean, filtered, disease-free water that I can drink even when I'm not thirsty, whenever I feel like, hey, let me taste some water. In these villages, most people have to walk a kilometer. For those Americans in the viewership, it is like 0.62 miles to get water every day. Once they get the water, they have to walk back to their homes to use it. Most people usually have to walk farther to get the water, and sometimes during the winter, I believe, the water dries up and people just don't have water, according to the villagers at least. Luckily, the government of Bhutan is investing, I think, 1 million N, which is Nutra, I think that's the currency of Bhutan, into the project. I don't have the converted number in American dollars. Once I get it, it will be down here under me. I'll just put it into the video. So I wanted to talk about this issue because of the absolute sort of hypocrisy from the king and the government of Bhutan. So Bhutan is claimed to be the happiest country in the world on multiple occasions. So here is a clip of the former prime minister, I believe, of Bhutan talking about like how happy they are.
Happiness is a place. That place is Bhutan. Somehow, happiness seems to be hardwired in us. Or perhaps it's the air, the thin air in the high mountains. But happiness is a place, and that place is Bhutan.
So they instituted a gross national index, gross national happiness index, and they were actually the first country in the world to institute this index. According to Wikipedia, gross national happiness is the measure of economic and moral progress that the country of Bhutan introduced as an alternative to gross domestic product. If you don't know what gross domestic product is, it is the total value of goods produced and services provided in a country during 1 year. So Bhutan introduced this to the UN, and they claim to be the happiest country in the world. It claimed to be a place where all the citizens were at peace with themselves, where in terms of material needs, survival needs, and spiritual needs. Me personally, I find that a little hard to believe. I may be a bit skeptical on this, but I really don't believe in the gross happiness index. One, because therapists cannot share patient records, so we never know. Anyways. That was a joke, by the way. But one of the main reasons for my disbelief, other than the fact that therapists can't disclose patient records, is that in early 1990s, the royal government of Bhutan forcibly forced out 1/6 of its population. In my personal opinion, I can't believe a country that says that they are the happiest country in the world when they had to kick out 1/6 of its population to reach that point. And then we add on the fact that this village has not had access to water in years. We would not have learned about this if it wasn't for the BBSCL. And there are probably a ton of other villages in Bhutan that face the same issue that just don't have the opportunity to get covered by the news. So yeah, that's sort of why I don't believe that they're the happiest country in the world, and why I really wanted to bring light of this issue. If you want to see even more videos about this topic, please like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you so much for watching. Namaste and goodbye.